My goodness, hello, lads and ladettes. And good morning, evening, afternoon. Next days, 2 days, Aegis Dynamics. I freaking love Aegis Day. Aegis Day is my favorite day. I've recovered from my stint in prison. I'm no longer a convict. Well, that's going to be bloody interesting to see how this goes today. Because the last time I was in this wonderful, wonderful city, this wonderful, wonderful city was killing my frame rate wonderfully. Yeah, I fucking hate Crusader. Everybody hates Crusader, but that's alright. Maybe one day they'll optimize it. I think it's a bit rich to be asking them to optimize anything in alpha. They do seem to have made it better this patch though, so that's something, I suppose. That said, all I gotta do is get to the hall, and I should be okie dokie. Hope. They still haven't got rid of that invisible wall there. Right here. I suppose it's not like it's really disrupting anybody, is it? Anyway, let's fucking go through this beautiful place. I'd actually like to live. It's probably not the right place, not right things to say. I'd like to spend more time in Crusader. It's a very beautiful place. It's just fucking murders my frame rate. Maybe one day. I'm not even sure it's actually the city that murders the frame rate. I'm pretty sure it's like the clouds. I mean, I could be wrong, but there's certainly more built-up cities than here. I think this is pretty placid as far as cities go, but
the next shuttle is approaching the station.
Whatever.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Anyway.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
I have cleared the hatch. Depart the shuttles. Anyway. No. I don't know what it is that ruins this place's frame rate. I can't even pin it, really. Like, you know how usually in a game you can pin what's wrecking your frame rate? I just don't know what it is here. I mean, it could be that there's a lot of stuff here and I don't see it or I miss it or whatever.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
I'm preparing to disembark.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
I think it's this one. Yeah, Division's Ascent. Yeah, oh god. Yeah, follow the dead boxes. Follow the boxes of all the dead people. Let me guess, these are all medical gowns?
Another shuttle will be launched. At Orson Sky Shuttle Service.
All medical gowns. I don't know how people have so many medical
The next
gowns.
shuttle is approaching the station.
Fucking blows my mind.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing. Next stop, the Vision Center. Your gateway to world-class events and entertainment.
World-class events, you say? Good old Aegis Day. I don't like Aegis Day. It's not true, I actually hate Aegis Day. Because this is where I spend money. Fucking Aegis. And normally I'd probably throw it on the Aegis gear, but unfortunately today I don't actually have any Aegis gear because they localized the whole inventory and I've only got what I'm wearing. It's a nice sunrise over there, isn't it? For what it's worth, through the fucking cloud cover of this glorious fat gas giant that destroys the frame rates of literally everyone. My voice is probably fried today too, because I've been trying to record something and I've been doing shit at it. My mouth is just dry and crap.
The Vision Center. Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
This is my stop.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
No. Now I gotta fucking hire a push bike just to get up to the Vision Center. Because the Vision Center's so frickin' far away. This place reminds me, like this whole center, it reminds me of, I don't know, some places that like build a needlessly huge building just for one thing. Like they have the Olympics and they just build this massive fucking building as a pissing contest. And then after it's done, it's like it never gets used again. Well, I'm at the lobby. Convention hall.
Invictus Launch Week not only marks the graduation of the latest class of starmen and pilots entering service into the UE Navy duty, but signifies the date that new recruits all over the Empire. The UE Navy is about building a better universe for your loved ones.
Alright. Aegis Week. Or Aegis Day, rather. Alrighty. Let's have a look. What do we got? Sorry, NPC. What do we got downstairs? The Vulcan and the Nautilus. That's it. Just the Vulcan and the Nautilus.
Invictus Launch Week is a great opportunity.
So we'll start off downstairs as we usually do. Or I usually do. Not that there's too much to see down here. There's just the two concepts in the holo viewers. Because Aegis doesn't actually have any land vehicles that I know of. It's a good fucking poster. Don't know who decided that was a good idea. So this is the fucking... Oh, there's a wall there. Thought you could usually walk around the holo viewer. I think you usually can. I think that's usually where the holo viewer is, except the Nautilus. For whatever reason, they fucking expanded it. Even though that doesn't look like the Nautilus. What is that? Anvil Liberator. I have never seen this ship. And I didn't see it on the things. Oh god. What the fuck is that? Anvil. I think someone's cocked this up today. Nautilus. Yeah, I think somebody cocked this up. That's probably why I've never seen this ship before, because the Nautilus is in the middle of it. And yeah, had I read that probably a little bit more carefully, and I read that as Anvil Liberator, I would have realized what the fuck's gone wrong. They still have the Anvil Aerospace stuff here. There we go, I can actually read the Aegis Falcon one. Refuel Repair rearm, become a one-person support crew with Aegis Dynamics Versatile Vulcan, supplying aid to pilots on the fly for dickheads that run out of fuel. Whether pinned down under heavy fire and in need of ammunition, low on quantum fuel after an ill-planned jump, wink, or stranded in unknown space with a busted thruster, a pilot in distress can always count on a Vulcan and its cadre of drones. Actually be buying one of those boys. Anyway, let's fuck off out of here from our Aegis Anvil day, because somebody hasn't fucking fixed the hull properly. That's probably why the fucking things are through each other back here too. Someone forgot to swap it over. So hopefully... I didn't even look at too closely at the ships up here. Hopefully we haven't got a mishap of ships. Although I think I would have noticed the Carrack by now. Although someone didn't really look where they were putting that sign, did they? Guys should have rotated that another 5 degrees. See, this is not an Anvil Arrow, guys. Yeah, see, somebody... Look, there's still an Anvil fucking thing at the back there. Wow. So much for my favorite day, guys. Just wreck it for everyone. Maybe this sign works. There we go, the Aegis Retaliator. We got there in the end. One of the United Empire of Earth's most powerful warbirds, Aegis Dynamics Retaliator is a fearsome weapons platform designed to strike and kill capital ships. Key portion of the UAE's power projection, the Retaliator squadrons have served with distinction against outlaws the Mandul and elsewhere. Now let's see if I can get on this bastard without getting stuck. I don't think I can, but I'll see. Might have to hire all these ships so I can showcase them. Oh god, it goes through the floor. I'm gonna get stuck on this ship. I can see it coming a mile away. Does the thing come through the floor or am I safe? I think I'm safe. Although I don't think that hole is supposed to be there. There we go. Fucking hell. Alright, let's precariously walk through this big boyo with these big fucking missiles. Big torpedo-y boys. Nothing too special upstairs. Roof gun. These are gun racks. There's very loud music. I'm sorry. Let me know if that's too loud. Bunks. More bunks down the bottom here. Mind your head. Little window that serves no real purpose. I suspect the music is going to be nastily loud, actually, just because of... let's just turn that down to about there, that'll do us. Because it's probably doubling up. Alright, anyway. Floor turret. Or it's under the chin, but yeah, floor turret. This is one of the very few Aegis ships that I think has a very fucked up cockpit. I usually really like the Aegis cockpits, but this one is not great. This is definitely a display ship. Like, flyby displays. If anybody sat in a cockpit of a commercial airliner, yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's definitely... I can't sneak past the chair. Can I get in the chair with my light on? Yeah, cool. So yeah. A whole bunch of different displays. This is actually one of the older displays. They're gradually going through all of the cockpits to, well, so far it looks like anyway, they're gradually going through all of them to redo them all for VR. So you can play with a VR headset and you can actually, you know, see what the fuck you're pressing. But this is an older ship, so... I want to go through there. Set up a little bed here. It's just a little wardrobe, or wardrobe I say. Cupboard, wardrobe, I don't know, call it whatever you want to call it. I believe that all these hydrants and stuff like the hydrants, the extinguishers, sorry, are all actually going to eventually be in place too. So whenever you get a fire on the ship, you're going to have some poor bastard running around with an extinguisher. Don't know if you have to break the glass first, though. So yeah, as you can see, warhead, 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 warhead. So 4 in the front. Let me in. So these will all be interactable with eventually. I believe, yep, that's an engineering station. Can't get through there. Trying to work out what that 1 and 2 was. Not sure what they are. If they're even anything. And another 2 torpedoes in the back. More components, which I can't interact with yet. This is another turret. Which... oh, there we go. I was going to say, I can't interact with the turret either. Just, more lockers. Oh, God. Another turret in the back. Jesus. I want to use the light to light things up, but then whenever I use the light, I blind myself. Another turret. So this is a heavy bomber, but it's got enough fucking weapons and shit in it to, yeah, cause a lot of issues. Can I get in here? Should be able to get in here. Doesn't look like I can actually, unless I've missed a door somewhere. Well, there's stairs there. That must be a door over there, but I don't know how I get in there. Anyway, more importantly, and I can't actually show you unless one of these doors shuts on me. Alright, that one's shut. Ah, fuck you. Alright, I'll zoom right in. So as you can see on this actually has security codes on the doors now. So the future of most of these ships is that these like heavy combat ships is that most of the areas like the cockpit and everything else, I don't think these cockpit doors have them on them yet. No, didn't look like it anyway. But they'll mostly be sealed off and you'll only be able to get in by either hacking through the door or breaching the door, which is probably not a great idea when you're in space, but... or knowing what the hell the code is. So yeah. This is another ship that I will probably buy at some point in time. I'm just waiting to find out, because there's two different flavors of it. There's... I don't know what this is. Okay, so this is the Retaliator Bomber. There's another one which is actually called the Retaliator Base. And it's supposed to be modular. But I don't know if it is, so... there's like a lot of weirdness about the modular stuff at the moment. Look at the lights, even the lights are all fucked up. You haven't done a good job today, Star Citizen. You've very much disappointed the world here. This is the Sabre. Everybody likes the Sabre. I'd like to show you guys the Sabre a bit better, but as you can see, it's stuck in the middle of a fucking display shelf. Is this going to tell me it's the Sabre? Yeah. So there's a stealth fighter. Created as a part of the Masters in Flight. Blah, blah, blah. Don't actually tell... yeah, just special. It doesn't actually tell me anything about the base ship. It's just a fancy paint job version with a different weapons loadout of the base ship. But I think this is the ship that a lot of people enjoy these days. I might actually rent one of these. Maybe. It would not shock me in any way, shape, or form if the servers are janking out. Alright, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, Anvil Carrick, which that is definitely not. I want to hope that I can get on that, but I don't know if I can. Because the elevator is where I think that fucking archway is going. Which means... oh, here we go. Here's a regular comet. Sabre, sorry. So, part of the Aegis Dynamics Phase 2 of new ship models, the Sabre was designed as a space superiority fighter for those situations where you need to leave a lighter footprint. Designed to be a rapid responder, the Sabre is more than capable of establishing battlefield dominance for any number of combat scenarios. So, again, I'd like to show you this a little bit more. but unfortunately it's stuck in a freaking wall, so... It's alright. I'll rent a bunch of them and I'll go and have a look in the actual hangar, hopefully. If I can get to the hangar without janking out. Da-da-da. Come on, hurry up. Thank you. Because, yeah, you can't really have a good look at it when it's in the middle of a fucking thing. I don't know. I'd be able to get into that, but I'll grab it so we can have a look at a hangar as well. Alright, so the Hammerhead. This one doesn't look fucked up, so we can have a look at that. Do I have a plaque that I can read, though? Doesn't look like it. Looks like I've only got Hammerhead ones. Now, the Hammerhead... We'll go in through the cargo bay. Maybe. We'll go in through the cargo bay. There we go. So it's not really the best fucking cargo bay, as you can see. It's only a fairly small cargo bay. You couldn't really put any, like, the people carriers on it or anything like that. Now, can I get it up? Oh, yeah. Here we go. And voila! Welcome to the ship that looks like it's fallen apart on the inside. Yeah. It's a fucking dark ship when you've got no power. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to rent this ship as well. Just so I can go to the cockpit, turn the power on, and we can actually see. Because, Hammerhead is actually a very, very woeful ship to try and walk around without any lights. It's shocking. Because it is a fucking woefully dark ship. My favorite day, Aegis Day, is being ruined. Hopefully over here will be a bit better. God, look at that. Who's done this? We still have this here. Actually, I think this thing might actually stay here the whole day. The whole time, sorry. Because this is like... Invictus is all about the UEE, and this... The F8 is kind of like... the UEE dick pull of everything. Alright. So this is the less clusterfucky day. Oh, thing. Still got some janky posters at the back, but that's alright. Are you going to tell me what this is? Yes, you are. The Eclipse is a bomber designed to get in and strike before it's ever even spotted. After extensive service with the UAE, this high-tech military equipment made its civilian market debut in 2947. So this is your bog standard stealth bomber. It's the baby version of the Retaliator over there. And I'll turn my torch on. This is actually a really, really gorgeous cockpit. I can't actually turn this one on.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Obviously, but yeah, this is a gorgeous cockpit when it's illuminated. And again, it's pretty much a ship that you fly by instruments. It's not really a ship that you can see much out of. Can't really do it while it's on the ground here, but that's bomb bay. 3 bombs in it, or torpedoes in there. And just some little nuggety laser repeaters. And I could also swear that those wings actually fold vertical. They don't actually sit like that, but anyway. But yeah, the landing gear folds up into the wing and the wing folds out. Go over to this boyo. The Gladius. No, that's not an F8 Lightning. Well, that's the special Gladius. Which has a massive fucking snoot cannon. Massive fucking snoot cannon. Missiles that aren't actually attached. Make sure missile is deactivated before moving. So I like actually getting up under here so people can see the attention to detail on these little things. I don't know if this one actually all opens up. Yeah, fuel access. So obviously when push finally comes to shove, that's where the fuel goes. So that's where you'll actually have to shove the fuel hose. Which will no doubt upset 1,000,001 people. Intake. There's a whole bunch of little bits and pieces here. That's literal fucking gun storage in the side of the ship. Lots of little scuff marks on the inside here. That's something that the game is working on pretty heavily these days, actually, which is wear and tear. On both people and ships. So, like, you can see a whole bunch of little scuff marks on the ship there. It's all very much in its infancy. I can't actually jump up on that little thing, but you can see all the little wear around the edge. Spruce Penguin! It's not an Anvil Hurricane. The Avenger Warlock was built towards a single design philosophy. Stop ships, don't destroy them. Probably the closest to a non-lethal fighter, the Warlock is outfitted with a bearing Rep 8 EMP generator, capable of emitting a powerful electromagnetic wave to disable any electronics unfortunate enough to be caught within the blast radius. So this is kind of a starter ship. It's on the more expensive side of starter ships, but fancy EMP generator. Little missiles tucked away. Lasers under the wings, ballistic on the snoot. And yeah, this boyo actually has a super claustrophobic fucking cockpit, this one. It's a very dark cockpit. So yeah, once again, it's not as bad. I mean, the front is still kind of blocked by instruments, but at least you've kind of got some side, you know? So it's not super horrible. It's not the worst thing I've ever been in. And it comes with a bed. Now, this door, I don't think this door opens on this ship. I think it's just here for fucking decoration. And I'll show you because I believe there's other Avengers on the other side. Yeah, they're all over there. Okay. But that typically opens up to the back when there's not a fucking EMP generator in the back. Exit ship. So I adore these ships, to be entirely honest. Just throwing that out there. Anybody who wants tips for starter ships, these are my tips. I fucking love these things. So this is the Stalker. This is probably what I'll end up picking up. Frontline carry ship for the military, the Avenger Stalker took a different path, ultimately having a long and storied career as a standard patrol craft for the UAE advocacy, utilizing its cargo hull for prisoner transport. The Avenger features a sturdy, reliable hull, capacity for larger than expected engine mounts. So this one I can actually walk around the back of. Minus the janky fucking wallpaper because there's two overlapping. So, yeah, prisoner mounts. Oh, which were apparently open. So yeah, you stick some poor bastard in here and hope they're not claustrophobic. Same shit, they all come with a bed. And they all have an exactly the same coke pipe. It's pretty much just the guts of the ship that are different. Although that's not really what I would say. This is the one I would say go with if you're starting out. This is the Avenger Titan. Comes with a nice comfortable cargo bay that's got nothing at all in it. So you can comfortably run box missions. Has a bed. Everybody loves a bed. And obviously cockpit's the same as the rest. And that one over there is just a special Titan with a different livery and a different weapons loadout. Same as that Gladius that you saw over yonder. It's Squadron 42 flavor, I think. But yeah, it's just a fancy Titan. Has different guns. So that's a laser repeater, that's ballistic underneath the wings here. Which is actually ridiculous, loading out a ship entirely ballistic, but whatever. But yeah, this is my pick if you're starting out in Star Citizen. A lot of people like the Nomad, but I love this thing. And everybody calls it a space penguin, because it's black and white. But yeah, I found this thing to be incredibly comfortable. I think it's also It might have an eject, I'm not sure. Ejecting is not typically something I look at. Because, you know, most of the time when you die, you're ejecting into space, so... Ejecting into space is typically not high on the list of things you want to do to yourself. So yeah, space pengies. I love them. I'll probably end up grabbing a Stalker personally when I rebuy one. But yeah, when I first started playing, I had a Titan Avenger, and it served me so well. But they have a lot of variety now. Like I say, the Nomad is kind of sort of the same thing. It's a bit more comfortable if you want to have a vehicle. And I'll head over to the other side. And we can have a look at, what were they? Vanguards. And then I'll have to go back to the hangars and I'll pull out a couple of these bigger ships so that we can actually have a look at them with the power on. Actually, I don't think I can actually get over to where they are because that looks like where it's supposed to be. And it looks like it's blocked off. So yeah, this is actually where the Vanguards are, so I guess I'm not getting in there today. Knock knock! As you can see, the ships are in there, but I can't get in there. Alright. Well, I have a Vanguard, so we can have a look at that. Actually, I should have two Vanguards. Or, I think they're called Vanguards. I think they're Vanguard and then whatever designation they are. So what we'll do is we will take off my helmet. We'll grab a drink, because I'm thirsty. So let's get ourselves a cooler.
Invictus launch week is a great opportunity to see your taxes at work.
A Pips energy drink.
It's your right to respect the
Can I have a Pips energy drink, please? No? Maybe? Yep, guess I'll just drop in those cans. Fair enough. I drop the can, but I don't drop the water. Go figure. So Star Citizen's really dropped the ball and shown the bugs today.
Celebrate those who are about to embark on their journey in the UEE Navy. Be sure to congratulate any new recruits you see. The UEE Navy.
I think I'm...
United in purpose.
I haven't seen any recruits.
Hello, and welcome to the Invictus Expo Hall.
Oh god, all the clothing racks are empty. The servers might be fucking trying to figure themselves out. Alright. So let's head back to our hangar. Hope we don't get 30k'd.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
And then we can take out a couple of those ships we rented.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
And have a look at them with
Please
the
clear
lights
the
on.
hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
Look at these fuckers. I know where everything's broken. Everybody's leaving fucking medical gowns everywhere. That's why the game's broken. I don't even know how people end up with this many medical gowns, seriously. Like, what do you do to yourself to end up with... what? 8 medical gowns? Fucking people. Fair income. I just saw one of the transports disappear in front of me. That's a bit concerning as well.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Alrighty. Oh, Jesus, Nelly did it. Nearly potatoed. Those tricky elevators. Always trying to trick you into falling through the world. TV still isn't working. Alrighty. Now that we're here.
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval System.
Maybe.
First class crew for Starliner TRL-13M-C, please report to Hangar R3. TRL-13M-C, crew to Hangar R3.
Oh, they're all on New Babbage. Why have they all gone to New Babbage? Well, ladies and gents, because some of those are going to take as long as it would take for me to just go out to New Babbage.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following locations.
We're going to New Babbage. Hangar 7, I think that was. Alrighty. So let's get the heckers out of here.
You are clear to launch.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the flight. System check.
And we are going out to Microtech. And we are going to New Babbage. Oh, Jesus. Can't wait until I get this new map in place. Microtech. One of these days they'll get it sorted. And I won't have to worry about this janky fucking... What's that? Invictus launch fleet. There we go. Alrighty. Let's get the heck out of here and go to New Babbage. Direction.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I'll do my best to visit again. I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe. Or the day after. Bit of a look at the Scorpius in case nobody's had a look at one yet. Yes, it's pretty much just an X-Wing, let's be honest. But it's a fancy X-Wing. I think I should just about be high enough. No. So when you actually notice my screen go red there,
Engines are on. Engines are off.
oops.
Engines are on.
I forgot to put my helmet on. That aside, when you, what was I saying? Oh, when yeah, you actually see my screen go red there, yeah, you can actually pass out. So your screen goes red, it gets gradually darker and darker and darker, and then yeah, you pass out.
Drive is now on.
And then you have a constant ringing in your ear, which you've got to go to the hospital for. So, yeah, life's good. I think it happens with explosions too. If something blows up too close to you, you end up with that sort of ringing in your ear and sort of, you end up with just a muted sound, so you need to actually, I think there's a pen for it, like a medical pen for it, but for the most part, yeah, you actually have to go and see a doctor for it. The long haul to Microtech out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Fucking, I just actually, it crossed my mind that when I go past the orbital station, the Bengal's gonna be there, so it's actually gonna fucking rape my frame rate. God damn it. There's a lot of things that hurt the frame rate in this game, or can hurt the frame rate, but nothing does it quite like the Bengal. Yeah, the micromanagement kind of turns a lot of people off. I mean, it's not too bad for me, because I knew it was coming, but I know at least one person who doesn't think they'll play anymore just because of the micromanagement of it. I mean, I don't really find it to be too much. Like, I don't find any of the mechanics thus far to be too bad. I did actually, the one thing that kind of did upset me was they used to actually have the planet and the orbital stations share inventories, but the last patch actually removed that, so now just the planet has the inventory. That kind of upset me, but outside of that, I mean, I don't really know. Especially when you get into, like, the habit of things, like, it's not too bad. Because it's always the same. You want to take off, you call ATC. You want to land, you call ATC, they give you a hangar, they tell you where to land. Which is, you know, like 100 times easier than probably trying to work it out on your own anyway. In most cases, you habitually land and you just refuel, rearm, like it's just a habitual thing. Although there are still a lot of people that, I don't know whether they just outright, like, there's enough indicators in the game to tell you if you're going to run out of quantum fuel. But, I mean, I can see how you could do it. Like, you could end up having to go somewhere, then go somewhere else. Like, you could just absolutely get screwed over by a series of events. But the game actively tells you, if you're making a trip, the game will tell you if you've got enough fuel for it. But people still run out of fuel, so I don't know. It's not as bad anymore. But I remember, like, I don't know, a year or two ago, everybody was running out of fuel. Like, it was just a thing. You just have a fucking whole bunch of people just running out of fuel. It was really weird. But it really is just it's a simulation game. So if you don't like Sims, it's not probably a good game for you. And most ships have toilets, and you know, let's just throw out there, if you have to eat and drink, and most ships have toilets, I'll let you connect the dots. And I have actually seen the first phase of it on the roadmap, so it is a thing. It's not just there for shits and giggles. Well, I suppose it's there for shits, but certainly not giggles. Definitely not giggles. But yeah, most of the large ships have toilets, so it is what it is. It's not like it's an inconvenience. Not that you can access them yet, but you know, nearly everywhere has toilets as well, so you know, it's not like you're gonna be running around for a fucking dunny. You know, you're not gonna be doing the fucking penguin waddle, holding your crotch while you're trying to hold your turd in. I am flying a Scorpius. RSI Scorpius. But we are going to have a look at a couple of other ships because the game is a bit janky at the moment. So I had to come all the way out here so I could actually access a hangar where all my ships are. Thank Christ it's daytime. Thank God I can't see the bloody Bengal from here.
Quantum drive is now off.
Welcome, ladies and gents, to Microtech in all its glorious... No, I'll never own a Javelin. I don't think anybody I know will ever own a Javelin. They are on sale today, though. You can buy it. Well, they weren't sold out when I looked at them.
Thank you, and please visit again. Hello, and thank you for contacting EDL Aegis.
I do not.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear deployed.
Fucking snowstorm.
System off.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to think about, like, but you just get into the habit of doing all this. I see. God. Tricky elevators. Alright. So, now that I'm here, we can actually go through and have a look at some of those ships that we couldn't have a look at before.
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval System.
Scorpius Store. Alright, so we'll start off with the Redeemer.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 10. Alright. So the good old Redeemer. Ship that kind of upset a lot of people. Because it wasn't actually supposed to be anything... Well, it kind of is still the same design as it was originally, but at the same token, it's different. So this is a big fucking gunship, basically. But apparently it's not too great at shooting things. I've never actually gunned in one or piloted in one. I do own it. Well, there's only one tank in the game at the moment, but yeah, I own it. So, big old guns on that. Apparently the guns don't actually swing fast enough for you to track anything too big. Anywho, let's open up the back. And I'll go in and I'll turn the power on so we can actually see. So I'm not walking around in the dark. Oh God.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
All right. So, remote gunner turrets. Power these boys on.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Can't actually access the weapons, I don't think. Oh, there it is. Enter the remote turret. So that's the one underneath the guts. Or underneath the tail, I should say. It's not really under the guts, is it? Jump out of this. I think this one's the one under the chin.
Weapon systems online.
Yeah, this is the one under the chin. Right next to the other big bloody gun. Which is down here. So that's the turret access for the one downstairs. Which has the most horrific lines of sight ever invented. I don't actually have any power in this. Where's the power? Oh. I would have thought it would have been one of these. Switch firing modes. Oh, there it is. Just got to look a little bit closer.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
So yeah, these guns are very, very slow. Even if I think I can increase the sensitivity, I think it's still... They're not great, but I mean, at the same token, I believe it's meant to fire on heavy ships or ground targets, so what you're shooting at probably shouldn't be moving too fast to begin with. Weapon racks. That's back downstairs. Obviously, closes and bolts. I will not be buying anything today. I won't be buying anything for a while. Or at least nothing that's in-game. I've bought one concept ship, and I will be buying another concept ship, but so nothing I can use. So obviously these are all just bits and bobs. Battery, components. Yeah. Nothing terribly special. Well, nothing terribly special at the moment when you actually have to take them out. It'll be special. I can't open that one though. Probably because I don't think there's batteries yet. Some jump seats, which the original ship design never actually had. Wardrobe. I can get in there. There you go. For what it's worth. Bunks. And as I mentioned earlier, bathroom. With... There it is. La Pupa. And a little fridge with stuff in it. Not that you can interact with any of this shit yet, but... Oh, something's going crazy. But you will be able to fill that up and store all that shit. Oh, I can actually grab all that. Look at that. There you go. Well, you can interact with some of it yet. And that's it for the Redeemer. I think the most interesting part of the Redeemer is that these actually open up. They actually make like a V shape. These things are actually engines. They're not just there for decoration. But yeah, they do actually open right up and rotate a little bit as you fly around. Alright. Next up, I'll grab... let's grab the Hammerhead. I don't want to know about your plants of tomorrow.
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval System.
Store that Redeemer.
Vehicle select.
Alright, let's grab the Hammerhead. Everybody likes the Hammerhead.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
I don't own a Hammerhead. The biggest ship I own is the Reclaimer. Alright, so I'll actually get on this thing and turn the power on so we can see inside today. The Reclaimer's pretty big. It's one of the bigger ships in the game at the moment. Well, that's the biggest ship I own. Sorry. It's the biggest ship I own that's in the game at the moment, I should say. It's rude. So, you can't actually see them, but there are actual little divots in the door. So, just there. That's where they'll actually put those keypads, the lock keypads. Because as you can tell, they're all bulkhead doors. Alright. Now that we actually have power in this boyo for a change, we can give people a decent run through of the Hammerhead. So, obviously, this is the cockpit. For once, you can actually see down, which is kind of cool for a cockpit for a change, but you've got fuck all up, and I've got to note that this cockpit is actually at the bottom of the ship, so seeing above you, good luck. So you notice that nearly all of these doors have the little thing there where they'll probably put the locking mechanisms. So like nearly every frickin' door has a locking mechanism on it. Except for this boyo. Which doesn't seem to want to work for me. But this is basically an airlock. which goes out the front of the ship, like just above the cockpit. Side guns, which have the same equally shitty line of sight. So you pretty much, again, are running by instruments alone. But at least this one has a much better swivel rate. So all the guns on this ship are the same. I think there's 5 in total. 2 at the front, so that's another gun turret over there. 2 at the back, and then I think 1 on the bottom underneath. I also have no idea what this center section's for, because you can't get in or out there, so I haven't quite worked out what it's for. If anything at all. So see, this is another blast door. All these will end up being able to be shut. I mean, you can see how thick they are. All escape pods. These are the back guns, or the back wing guns, I should say. I'm not even sure how big they are, to be honest with you, in terms of anything else. Captain's quarters, because, you know, apparently you need a captain's quarters. Captain's bed. Doesn't look like they've introduced all the new stuff into this yet, because they don't have the light dimmers or anything. Wardrobes. Shed a shower. Cupboards. More bulkhead doors. It's another gun. Back. I'm trying to work out where I've been. It's a bit scary, isn't it? So that again, more secure. Well, that's actually got a security thing on it. Those are armor lockers, though. Cargo bay with another turret at the back. And see if I can get into the crew quarters. Yep, there we go. And just bog standard crew quarters for all the, you know, all the normies. Where everybody has to share shitters and showers. At least they're separate shitters and showers for a change. They're not just the duels. And engineer station. Tucked away in the side here, where nobody will find them. I mean, thankfully most of them have, you know, signs everywhere, but it doesn't always help you. My stream will be ending shortly because I'm nearly done. And I have no idea how many a Bengal carries. Pretty self-explanatory. Chow hall. Equipment. Well, not really equipment. Food storage. Because these ships are supposed to be on long hauls. Next stream will be in 2 days. When the manufacturers swap over again. And upstairs. With another engineering station. So yeah, today it just swapped over to Aegis. And in 2 days' time, it'll swap back over to... Actually, today's Monday. I'll probably be doing a stream later today, maybe? Maybe, I can't promise that. Because I'm trying to get something out at the moment. And it's not quite working out for me, but I'm trying. One of the gun turrets from the outside. At least it's the rear gun turret from the outside. So quad guns. Next stream will probably be more Star Citizen. I don't know what manufacturers are up. I think it's Origin, but I'm not sure.
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval System.
Be sure to visit New Babbage's renowned promenade.
Okay, so what was the last one? These vanguards.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
See ya, mate.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Back at Hangar 4 now. So the vanguards are all pretty much bog standard. They're all more or less the same inside, just the only thing that changes really is the weapons loadout, or if they're a troop transport, or... So this one, I believe this is my Harbinger. I'll find out as soon as I walk in the door. As I close the ramp on myself. Yeah, this is my Harbinger. So, Harbingers... As I said, the guts of this thing is pretty much all the same. The only difference really is that the troop transport version obviously has jump seats in the back here. A couple of beds for crew, for what it's worth, given that this particular model is supposed to be a short range ship, so I don't know why there's beds here. Anyway, bombs or torpedoes, little food gantry. And obviously just the cockpit. And all of them have a roof turret, which works wonderfully, as you can see. Spits you out on top. So I actually have... If I can get out of this thing... I think it's broken me. Maybe? Oh, there we go. Sweet. I do have one other model that I have as a loaner. I don't have all of them, unfortunately, so I can't show you guys all of them. I mean, as I say, this one is a bomber, so it's got a torpedo in there. Comes out of this handy dandy thing. handy dandy bomb door. I do have the troop transport one though, so I can show you the troop transport one. I unfortunately cannot show you the interdictor, which has an EMP in it. And what's the other one? Bog standard one, just the...
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval System.
The Vanguard.
The Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
So let's head back over to Hangar 4. So I'll actually have a look around this one. So those wings actually fold out when the gear goes up. So I can't actually show you because obviously I need to raise the gear. All of them have these nose guns. And obviously the chin wiggler, which is a bigger, nastier gun. Those are missile racks, for what it's worth, because there's no missiles on this one. Alright, so this is the troop transport. Exceptionally self-explanatory. Well, I can actually call it a chin wiggler because the ones on the nose don't actually move. They're just locked in. So the one on the chin is actually on a gimbal. So yeah, it's a wiggler. So we've got half a dozen jump seats, your gun racks here. Blokes unfortunately have to actually be in armor because obviously, as you can see, there's no armor. No beds. This is purely a dropship. The same turret on the roof, although, well, they all come with different flavored turrets, but the turret's all there on all of them. But yeah, obviously, no dunny, so if you need to shit, too bad, you're gonna have to hold it. Everybody loves security cameras, so you can see who's knocking on the door. But yeah, so it's basically the difference between all of the Vanguards is literally what's behind that door. The cockpit and everything stays the same. It's just what's in here. So like the bog standard Vanguard Warden has just more living conditions. And the Interdictor one has an EMP generator, I think, here. But other than that, it's all the same. It's just, I think it was food here, dunny here, beds here, I think it was. Tracks on the wheels, because as I said, these are literally designed to operate in shit. They are literally every fucking shit condition you can imagine. That's what those are designed to operate in. Oh, they absolutely put tons of time into the detail of these ships.
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval System.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
The Hull A is a new one,
From all of us at Microsoft,
which I'm sure they'll showcase in depth when we get around to that. Well, seeing as how it's Aegis Day...
Tired of travel? Why not rest at the Nest's newly renovated accommodations, located downtown in the luxurious Aspire Grand.
Seeing as how it's Aegis Day...
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
I wouldn't usually because it wasn't in the showroom, but seeing as how it's Aegis Day...
To the following location.
Let's go to Hangar 19... and let's have a look at the Aegis Reclaimer. Which is still a bit busted, but that's okay. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Aegis Reclaimer. Not at the show because it's not a combat ship. But seeing as how it's Aegis Day, it's good enough reason to have a look at it. Noisy floor. So this is a heavy salvage ship. Basically, you grab big things with this big fucking claw. Yes, that is a big claw. That is what it is. It is a big fucking claw. And then you'll have little drones that actually come out and cut things up for you. Little turret down here, that's actually a remote turret. They're all remote turrets. Last time I tried to do this, the elevator was fucked. So let's see if the elevator actually works. Hey! Oh. I think my elevator broke. Which is not surprising because this ship has been a little bit funny for a while now. See if I can get in the other one, but I don't think I'll be able to because this elevator's actually been worse than the other one forever. This elevator's been horrible. This is the Claustrophobic Elevator. I am going to power this ship on, but it's actually not going to make all too much difference. Alrighty, so cockpit is pretty straight. Well, it's not actually straightforward, I should say. Because while we do have a pilot seat, we also have a claw operator. So that's not actually a co-pilot seat, that's the big fucking claw pilot seat. Up in here we have our tractor beam operators, which the tractor beams aren't in yet either. So, well, they kind of are. The handheld tractor beams are in. And we have the big puddle on the floor that nobody's mopped up. Anyway, scanning station. Remote turret. Scanning station. And remote turret. I've never used a scanning station before. I don't actually know if they work. Or how they work. Not sure. It might not even work properly yet. Because this ship is still very much a work in progress. So, engineering station, that's where all the, well, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, really, isn't it? That's where things get mulched. This is our claustrophobic elevator. So we have the elevator between levels, but taking the engineering access, as you do, and climbing all the way up to the top, we have gravity generator, more puddles of water on the floor, finally, Jesus. A not remote turret. So this one's eh. I think this is the only non-remote turret on the ship. Which you can't actually fucking see anyway, so... that's... Not that you can really see it, but that's the little turret spinning around on the top. So yeah, some poor little... There's no elevators up here. Some poor little bastard just has to trot his way through all the fucking ramp. Yeah, ladders. That's what they're called. I know what they're called. Alright, so in here we have our drones. Well, drone operators. And I don't know yet, but I presume this will be where the drones are kept. Given that this is where the operators sit. And obviously you can see what looks to be a thing in the roof that opens up, so... Ah. So, grab gen room, as I said. Anybody getting Aliens vibes? Escape pods. Which is really, really funny in a way, because there's 3 escape pods and this thing has like a way bigger crew than 3. I think there's more on the other side though. Nope, this is all just equipment. So, only 3 people survive. Good luck. Chow hall. This is an airlock. Umbilical airlock. And last but not least, Captain's quarters. Captain gets his own microwave. Captain gets his own bed. His own shit and shower. Cupboards. Wardrobe. Lockers. Fancy desk. Now, for the peons. The peons live here. They get a window. A couple of sinks. Unfortunately, we have the shitters right next to the shower. So if someone's having a nice steamy shower and someone's taking a log next to you, you're gonna get all of it. Ooh yeah. Suit lockers, right next to the airlock, obviously. Which, you know, I probably don't want to go too gung-ho about. Because I'll fucking kill myself if I jump out of there. Another 4 suit lockers, even though there's 3 escape pods. And, again, a very fucking long way down. Now, this is where the interesting part's going to be. Because I don't know if this is going to work. Or if I'm going to get stuck. But seeing as how this is the last ship I'm doing for the day, I don't think it matters. The only real issue is that I can't actually get to the back of the ship unless I have this elevator, so... yeah. So this is just more engineering space down here. Oh, Jesus. It's where most of the components live. I'll let you use your imagination as to what's powering the ship. Nothing back here, just dead space. I don't actually know why that loops around, that's a bit weird, but anyway. But the back of the ship, even though I can't get to it, is all just cargo holding space. There's, I think it's 3 levels of cargo, 3 floors of cargo space. One's for processed, one's for raw, and another one is just, well, cargo space. So yeah. A lot of people don't like this ship because of the alien vibes. Too many people have seen the old Alien movie. I think it's from '79. Alien, and they just, yeah, they don't like this. And this ship is just raw as guts. Good old elevator. That elevator's been janky for a while. So yeah, basically, where I couldn't get, you can see the elevator door there, so the elevator just obviously runs all the way up there. And there's that airlock up there that I opened, which kind of helps. So the whole back of the ship is just basically 3 stories, 3 levels. One is just, I think the bottommost is just a basic cargo space. I think the second one is raw materials and the top one is processed, but I'm not 100% sure. You know, because I only ever really just stick my head in them. I don't actually care to think about what they are. But yeah, that's... well, this is my biggest in-game ship at the moment. It's not the biggest ship I own, but... it's the biggest ship I have in-game. And just as food for thought for this thing, for all of you guys and girls who think that fucking big ships are amazing, bear in mind that they've been playing with the atmosphere the last couple of patches. But the last time I actually tried to get this thing out of atmosphere, it took me half an hour. It took me half an hour to get that thing out of the atmosphere. So for all you guys and girls who think that big ships are fucking great fun, I got news for you. That said, that thing's not exactly supposed to be on the ground anyway. It's just that there's nowhere I can pull it out in space at the moment.
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval System.
Your belongings belong
It most certainly can get into,
all personal items.
Actually, I'll pull out the Eclipse and we can have a look at the Eclipse as well. Because I did say while we were having a look at it
has
that
been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
I haven't looked at the Sabre in a while either. We might have a quick look at the Sabre after this as well. But, I did mention that the Eclipse had a really, well, I think it's really nice cockpit. You can't see shit out of it, like it's a strictly instrument job, but... oh god, they put the fucking funky camo on it. I didn't want this camo! I don't know why it defaulted this camo on it anyway. Let's get in here and have a look, shall we? Actually, this cockpit is not showing the way it's supposed to. Probably because of the skin. I have to take that skin off. It's the downside of some of the skins, is that sometimes they make the ships a bit janky. I do appreciate them adding a whole lot of new skins, but... or paint schemes. Shouldn't really call them skin. Ooh. Shouldn't really call them skins, because they're not really skins, but... at the same token, there's a lot of them that are a bit funny, because they're just like, let's just throw them in here. So I'll have to put...
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval System.
Eclipse. Let's store the Eclipse.
Please visit us again.
Now let's see if I can get that paint off it.
Welcome to the new Ravage Interstellar Spaceport.
There we go. Unequip. Save changes. That was easier than the last time I tried to do something like that.
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval System. Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Vehicle selected.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following...
I don't know why I wait for it to tell me it's in Hangar 4. It's always in fucking Hangar 4. The one day I don't wait for it, it'll be the one day that it's like, guess what? Okay, now we're back to the normal colored eclipse. So hopefully this time it'll actually display the cockpit properly, which doesn't look like it's going to because it's all pitch black.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green. Engines online.
Yeah, it's been a bit lame on me today. So it usually has this really cool blue and really cool... When the power's off, the cockpit is usually teal. Or cyan, call it whatever color you want. And when you power it on, the lights change to like this really deep blue. I think it's got one of the nicest cockpits there are, to tell anybody the honest truth. But for whatever reason, it's being lame when I'm trying to show it off. What else is new? It's always the way, isn't it? Oh well. Let's grab ourselves the very last one, the stealth fighter. And we'll see if that works. Have a look at the cockpit. Power it up.
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval System.
Store that boyo, and we will grab ourselves. Let's just grab the box standard Sabre because that's what people buy, isn't it?
Your vehicle has been delivered to the
Not a lot of people buy the Comet, so I don't even know if you can buy the Comet to tell anybody the truth. I think you've got to buy the Sabre. I think the Comet was a limited one. So I adore the design of this ship, actually. It's definitely... It's a favorite design, minus these big frickin' intakes, but I don't like the ship. I just like the design. I'm one of the few people who don't like this ship, actually. However, it is absolutely worth noting that this ship has fucking wonderful display and wonderful cockpit for a fighter. You can see as good as you could ever want to see, which is more than you can see in most fighters, let's be absolutely honest. So yeah, credit where credit's due. I do like this ship for that. The only real issue I probably have is the displays, the way they're set up. I would probably change the lower displays to the upper displays and vice, But, you can actually do that yourself. Target status, see? So, it's not really something I can complain about. When I can change it, But again, this is another one where the wings fold out once you pull the gear up. Gear goes up, wings go out. So yeah. That's the not so great Aegis day. Wasn't as good as I was hoping it was going to be because everything was bugged and balked and forked up, but yeah.
Welcome to the Aesop Vehicle Retrieval System.
Store that, and that's it.
Please visit us again.
Last but not least, so I don't forget, I think they changed it so you don't have to, but I'm going to do it because it's out of habit.
For the latest updates on ship availability and gate sizing, please use one of the conveniently located...
What did I buy? I don't know what I bought. Oh god, that gave me nothing. Do you have anything better than them?
The Empire's leader in cutting-edge technology, where creative innovation meets innovative creativity.
Yellow mail. That might be better. Oh.
Ready to upgrade?
The other one just made me food go up. It just didn't go up all the way straight away. No, it didn't. What the fuck? Fucking snacks. The game always has issues when these events are on. Like, it's just, it's normal.
Be sure to visit Volume Bar in the Promenade. Only a quick ride on the metro.
It's never surprising to see the game having issues during these events.
Please use one of the conveniently located terminals. From the best in shopping, dining, and entertainment, be sure to visit Avage's renowned
go.
promenade.
And yeah, the game does a whole bunch of shit that's never been done before. Like, they have to actually do all this stuff from scratch. You know, no one's... They can't just say, hey, let's borrow some stuff from previous games. A lot of people would argue with me. I know I've seen a lot of people argue the point that Star Citizen's doing nothing new. So, you know, good on them for being blind, but I suppose everybody's entitled to an opinion, even if the opinion is fucked. But yeah, that's it for what I can show people for Aegis Day. Unfortunately, it's a bit fucked, but yeah. So, I hope that was good, guys and gals. That aside, if you're lurking about, same shit as usual. Yeah, well, we'll see. And it's not like it's not one of those things where you've got to pick it up and eat it immediately. Like, when I play with mates and we know we're going to be out for a while, we both grab a few bottles of water, you know? I mean, you've got an inventory. I probably actually have sustenance. Oh no, I don't. Oh, do I? No. Oh, fuck. I did put one of those, see? For whatever reason, shoved one of those in my bag, but yeah, like, it's not like you can't just grab a whole bunch of food and water. Eventually, as I said, you'll be able to put that food and water on a ship, which you can sort of do at the moment, but you know, you'll be able to put it in like a galley, and it'll just store it there, and you can just grab it and eat it as you go. So it's not one of those things where it's like, oh my god, I need to eat now. I need to drop everything. You know, you can sit there and go, well, I know I'm going to be gone for a while. I should probably grab some food and water. So yeah, it's one of those things that, I mean, as I said, as you say, a lot of people will argue that Star Citizen is nothing new at all. And it's all too hard. But whatever. I'm sure once Star Citizen comes out, all those people have been slagging it the whole time will be like, oh my god, Star Citizen's so good. It'll be even funnier if you can manage to, like, recognize somebody's name and just be like, oi, I remember you from fucking 6 years ago when you were slagging this game off. Anyway, if you're lurking about, guys and gals, leave a sub, helps me out a bunch. And I hope that you have a good morning, evening, or afternoon. And I hope to catch you guys next time.